Welcome back to the channel. Today we are taking a deep dive into one of the most iconic names in muscle car history, the 2026 Ford Mustang Shelby GT500. This is not just another Mustang, it's the ultimate expression of American muscle mixed with modern technology and aggressive performance. The GT500 has always been the top of the food chain in the Mustang lineup, and for 2026 Ford has pushed the limits even further, creating a car that doesn't just compete with muscle cars, but now also challenges some of the best performance machines from Europe and Japan. This is a car built for those who crave adrenaline, those who love the roar of a V8, and those who want to feel connected to every part of the driving experience. From the very first glance at the exterior, you can tell this car means business. The front is dominated by a massive grille that feeds air into the hungry supercharged engine, with an aggressive mesh pattern and the Cobra badge striking fear into anyone in the opposing lane. The hood is long and sculpted, with massive heat extractors that aren't just for show, but for cooling the engine during intense driving sessions. The LED headlights are slim, sharp, and fitted with Ford's latest sequential lighting design that looks futuristic at night. The splitter up front sticks out just enough to remind you this is track-capable, and it's made from lightweight carbon fiber to save weight and add strength. Walking around the side, the stance of the Shelby GT500 is wide and muscular. The car hugs the ground with aerodynamic skirts and sits on massive 20-inch forged wheels wrapped in high-performance Michelin Pilot Sport Cup tires. The brake calipers are finished in bright red and clamped down on huge Brembo discs, giving the car massive stopping power. The side mirrors have been reshaped for aerodynamics, and you can't miss the sharp body creases that give the car a sense of speed even when standing still. The roofline slopes back smoothly into the fastback design that Mustangs are known for, but it's more sculpted and aerodynamic than ever before. At the rear, the car looks every bit the Predator. The taillights keep the classic Mustang 3-bar design, but have a smoked look that gives them a stealthy finish. A massive fixed carbon fiber rear wing dominates the view, providing real downforce when you push this car to triple-digit speeds on a track. The rear diffuser is functional, channeling air for stability, and the quad exhaust tips are enormous, hinting at the thunderous soundtrack waiting to erupt. Every detail of the exterior isn't just designed to look aggressive, but also to make the car faster, cooler, and more stable under high-performance driving. Moving to the inside, the cabin of the 2026 Shelby GT500 strikes the perfect balance between race car spirit and everyday usability. When you sit down, you're greeted by heavily bolstered Recaro seats wrapped in a mix of premium leather and Alcantara, designed to keep you planted when cornering hard but comfortable enough for daily use. The steering wheel is flat-bottomed, trimmed in suede for extra grip, and has quick-access performance buttons that allow you to change driving modes on the fly. The Cobra badge sits proudly in the middle, reminding you of the Shelby heritage. The dashboard is modern, featuring a fully digital 12-inch instrument cluster that can be customized to show performance metrics like boost pressure, lap times, G-forces, or traditional gauges depending on your driving mode. In the center sits a large infotainment screen powered by Ford's Sync 5 system, offering wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, integrated navigation, and even track apps that allow you to log lap times and monitor your car's health in real time. Premium audio is available through a Bang & Olufsen system, but honestly, most owners will probably prefer listening to the mechanical symphony of the V8. Now let's talk about what everyone really wants to know: performance. The 2026 GT500 is powered by a 5.2-liter supercharged V8, nicknamed the Predator, which now pushes out over 800 horsepower. That's right, Ford has tuned this beast to a level that competes directly with European exotics while still keeping its raw muscle car character. Power is sent to the rear wheels through a 7-speed dual-clutch transmission, which shifts lightning fast and makes the car rocket from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just under 3 seconds. Top speed has been electronically limited to around 200 mph, but what's more impressive is how quickly the car gets there. The sound is something you have to experience. At idle, it has a deep rumble that shakes your chest, but once you put your foot down, the exhaust roars with a scream that's equal parts mechanical symphony and brute force. It's the kind of sound that will turn heads on every street corner and give you goosebumps every time you drive. The driving dynamics have also been sharpened with adaptive MagneRide suspension, allowing the car to stiffen up for track use or soften for highway cruising. The steering is sharp, responsive, and communicates exactly what the front wheels are doing, making you feel like part of the car rather than just a driver. Braking is equally impressive with Brembo 6-piston calipers up front and 4-piston at the rear, capable of bringing this heavyweight muscle car to a stop with confidence. Multiple driving modes allow you to configure the car for daily comfort, drag strip launches, or full track attack. Launch control is included, making those explosive starts consistent and easy. With all this performance, Ford has managed to make the GT500 not just a monster in a straight line, but also a surprisingly agile car through corners, rivaling some sports cars that were once considered untouchable. As for pricing, the 2026 Mustang Shelby GT500 starts around $90,000. But once you add optional upgrades like the carbon fiber track package, upgraded interior trims, and advanced performance tuning, the price can easily rise above $115,000. While that may sound expensive for a Mustang, when you compare it to cars like the Porsche 911 Turbo or Lamborghini Huracan, the Shelby delivers nearly the same level of speed and excitement at less than half the cost. If you're considering this car, my suggestion is to know exactly what you want it for. If you want a daily commuter that is quiet and subtle, this car might feel too loud and too wild. But if your goal is to own something that delivers pure American performance, a car that makes every drive an event, and one that stands as a legend among muscle cars, then the GT500 is an unbeatable choice. It's more refined than its predecessors, but still keeps that raw Shelby spirit alive. And that brings us to the close of this review. The 2026 Ford Mustang Shelby GT500 is not just another high-performance car. It's a modern-day muscle legend that combines tradition with technology, brute force with intelligence, and everyday usability with track-ready thrills. It's one of the most powerful, most exciting Mustangs ever built, and it cements itself as a true icon in automotive history. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the GT500, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment below on whether you'd take this over its rivals like the Dodge Challenger, Hellcat, or even some European exotics. Thanks for watching, and until next time, drive safe.